Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning to our lecturer, Professor Maja, Dr. Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Qasim and all our members. So today we are going to present our topic. The title is Ethical Issue in Human Resource Information System HRIS. So based on the case study of Optima Solutions dan Berhad, this presentation is prepared by Group 11 for the course SMP 1110 to Introduction to Human Resource Information. Before we begin, let me introduce our group member. So we have Nur Zulina binti Zulkifli. Second, we have Nur Durani bin Munira binti Jelani. Third, we have Nur Farisha Izzati binti Nur Faiz. Fourth, we have Yu Yufan. Five, we have Nur Amira Natasha binti Muhammad Shaikhani. Each of us has contributed to different parts of this presentation. Now, let's move on to the content of our topic. So I will pass this slide to our next member.
Today, we will present or study on HRIS ethical issues. First, let's start with the introduction. HRIS is widely used in most companies for human resource management. It handles key tasks like attendance, tracking, payroll, recruitment, and performance evaluation. This system helps companies save time and improve overall work efficiency. However, improper use of HRIS also bring many ethical problems. These issues affect employee privacy and workplace fairness. In this study, we will discuss these ethical problems in detail and give practical solutions.
I will explain the identification of ethical issue in the HRIS system used by Optima Solution SDM PhD. Based on the case scenario, the company implemented an HRIS system to manage employee attendance, payroll, recruitment, and employee performance. However, several ethical issues arose after the implementation of the system, particularly related to privacy, fairness, transparency, and responsibility. The first ethical issue is privacy issue. The company used a biometric attendance tracking system to monitor employee attendance. Although this system helped improve efficiency, some employees feel uncomfortable because they feel constantly monitored during working hours. This situation raises concerns about employee privacy. The second ethical issue is responsibility issue. The HR department share employee performance data without employee consent. This action is considered unethical because the organization has the responsibility to protect employee personal information and ensure the data is only used for appropriate purpose. The third ethical issue is fairness issue in the recruitment process. The HRIS system automatically filters job candidates. Even though this system will save time, it may create unfairness because some qualified candidates will be rejected without proper human evaluation. Lastly, the ethical issue is transparency issue. Employee training data was used to evaluate performance without clear communication. As a result, employees may not understand how the data is being used, which may create confusion.
Next slide is about the ethical evaluation. So ethical evaluation that have an impact of ethical evaluation. For the impact, we have impact employees and impact organization. So for the impact employees, this ethical issue can negatively affect employees in several ways. Employees may feel stressed, uncomfortable, and less motivated because of constant monitoring and misuse of personal data. In addition, employees may lose trust in management and feel insecure about how their information is being handled. Unfair requirement system and may also create negative perception about equality and fairness within the organization. So next, about the impact on organization. The ethical issue also affect the organization itself. So first, the company's reputation may be damaged if employees believe that their rights and privacy are not respected. So second, employee productivity and morale may decrease due to dissatisfaction and stress. So furthermore, the organization may face legal and complaints which if employee data is managed irresponsibly. And lastly, unfair requirement practice may cause the organization to lose talented candidates. So I will pass this. Thank you.
Next, I will explain the justification of ethical practice in the HRIS system at Optima Solutions. First, responsibility. The company should upgrade the biometric system using hashing technology. This means employees' fingerprints or face scans are converted into code instead of storing actual image. Also, provide alternatives like pins or smart card. This is important to protect employees' privacy and ensure their personal data is handled responsibly. Second, transparency. All performance evaluation criteria must be clearly explained and included in the employee handbook. This ensures employees understand how they are assessed, which help to build trust and avoid confusion. Third, fairness. Recruitment should use a human-in-the-loop approach where AI assists but humans make the final decision. Regular audits are also needed to reduce bias in the system. This is ensure that all candidates are treated equally and fairly. Lastly, accountability. The company should implement rule-based access control and require employee consent before sharing data, in the line with the Personal Data Protection Act 2010, which protects personal data in Malaysia. In conclusion, employing this ethical value helps build trust, ensure fairness, and protect employee data.
Today, I will explain the recommendations for improving the HRIS system at Optima Solutions, Sedang Berhad. First, the company should protect employee privacy by explaining clearly how the biometric system works and ensuring employee data is kept confidential. Second, the company should make requirement and performance regulations by combining the HRIS system with human review to avoid unfair decisions. Third, the HRIS system should be checked regularly to make sure it is used ethically and follows company policies and laws. Lastly, the company should encourage open communication so employees can share feedback or concern about the system. These steps can help improve employee trust, fairness, and the overall work environment. Thank you.
HRIS help companies manage HR work easily, but it also brings privacy and fairness risks. If not used properly, employees may lose trust and motivation. This humans working environment too. So companies need clear rules for HRIS use. Human checks are also needed to avoid bias. When we use HRIS ethically, it protects employees and helps the companies grow.